Hello, welcome to the Unchill podcast. I have a special guest. Her name is Dr. Jaya Duptar. Dr. Jaya Duptar is an internationally renowned Ayurvedic doctor and licensed esthetician who serves as a chief compliance officer for a healthcare company in Connecticut. She is an accomplished author and teaches wellness on a global scale. Her achievements have been recognized in magazines, newspapers, and televisions across USA. In addition to her professional endeavor, she's an artist. Dr. Depdar is a recipient of the Dharma Award, an international women's empowerment honor. She also receives multiple awards and has received a Lifetime Achievement Award for Doctors Associates in Connecticut, as well as one CTMMM. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Pratisha, for inviting me and a lovely introduction.
So today we're going to have a Mother's Day episode. We all know that taking care of ourselves as a mother is very important for our kids as well as ourselves. So we're just going to discuss a couple questions. So what helps you come back to yourself when you feel lost in motherhood?
Yeah, it's really a good question, and it's hard for the mother to come back. But, I feel like everyone should have some kind of hobby or passion that makes you come back when you're stressed, whether it's gardening or singing or painting and art or just a routine, cooking or something, but you have to have that passion or hobby. So that makes you come back really, really quickly.
That's so
when
true.
you're yeah.
It's like whatever you used to do before you were a mother, your interests, kind of bring those back in
Yes.
when you start having kids. Because I feel like once we have kids, we forget about
your hobbies and like I said, even it's cooking. I mean, that can be your hobby too. Some people have that passion. Some mothers that's their passion. So, but that's okay. Or gardening, that's okay. But that brings you back.
Yeah, that's totally true. What's a myth about self-care you wish moms would let go of?
I know, right? So it's always moms feel really guilty about their self-care, or they feel like, you know what, I just have to make sure my kids' routine or what they need, their needs and their school needs or whatever. And I just don't have time, or I don't have to take care of myself because I'm a mom. But that's not true. Actually, self-care is really important, especially for the moms with the little kids, because, their mind and body both gets tired with the routine, taking care of the kids and the house and everything. So I feel like they should have their little bit of spreadsheet or calendar or routine so they can do their exercise or their sleep routine or even their timing of lunch and dinner. It's very important for moms because they really forget about themselves and they eat off time. Like sometimes they'll eat breakfast, sometimes they will not eat breakfast or skip lunch or dinner. So they should have that schedule. And nowadays our iPhones are very handy to have that routine or the alarm or some alert for and they should have, without guilt, they should have those alarms on them. So eating on time, it's also a type of self-care.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think that once you have kids, it becomes whenever they're hungry, you have to feed them. Then you forget about yourself. And then you're kind of like, okay, I'll eat later. And then it never becomes later. Then you're like kind of starving.
Right. And it's all related, because if you're not keeping your gut healthy, then your digestion is off. And once your digestion is off, then it actually affects your mind, because that's the mind-body connection, right? So, and that creates more stress.
That's really true. Yeah. And you're out of like your routine that's like you're all over the place. But I like your idea of alarms. That's a really good idea. Like 9 o'clock, breakfast, 12 o'clock, lunch, just set it.
Exactly. I mean, I learned myself too to do it, when the kids were little. So definitely, I think all moms should do that.
That's a really great idea. How has Ayurveda helped with emotion balance, like anxiety, anger, overwhelm?
Ayurveda?
Yeah.
Actually, Ayurveda is all about the harmonious balance of your body, mind, and soul, right? And when they're not in balance condition, there is some kind of imbalance that actually makes your mind off. So what does that mean? So that means some kind of anger, some kind of anxiety, emotional stress, because the mind is not in the balanced condition. So what Ayurveda recommends for that is the self-care routine, your diet and nutrition. Take care of your diet and nutrition. According to Ayurveda, it has to be balanced with your dosha or your constitution and season. So the seasonal food is important. Sleep is also important, equally important, because mostly moms, they feel like now the kids are sleeping, now I can watch TV until like 12 o'clock or, or 1 o'clock. So I know at that time you feel like, oh, that's the best thing, but it's not, because the sleep is also important. And especially when the kids are small, you can't sleep well for 8 to 9 hours. So, and the exercise. The third thing is exercise. So your diet, sleep, hygiene, and exercise. Those three things are important.
So with sleep, it's like when you're putting your kids to sleep, you also take that time to sleep
Take that time to sleep.
Yeah.
Usually that's in mind, like now I have time to do or watch TV or, you know, do some work on the computer. But that's the time that the moms
Also good.
take care of themselves and sleep.
What enables you from releasing guilt around taking care of yourself? Because there's a lot of guilt from moms. Like if I take care of myself, I'm not putting enough effort for my kids. Like I'm not helping them with their studies. I'm not teaching them new skills. How do you release your own guilt on taking self-care?
Yeah, like unlike any other moms, like I used to feel guilty too, but then I learned that, you know, when you do the activities with the kids, like that is your exercise. So do walk with the kids or, you know, put them in a stroller and walk. So then you're doing your exercise and that's your time. And also when you keep aside some time for yourself and you let the kids know that that's mom time, then the kids learn over time too, that my mom is busy or she's busy in reading the book or something. So that's very important to teach them that that's mom's time or it's a mom time. Then you don't feel guilty.
I love that. But it's also teaching your kids how to take care of themselves at a young age. Okay, like when I'm stressed out, I'll go read. My mom used to do that too, so I'll go read. Or like my mom used to take me on walks, so when I'm stressed out, now I'll go take a walk, right? We're always learning from our parents.
Right.
So we have to teach them those things too.
Exactly.
And it also helps, also like I feel like when we're overwhelmed, then we take it all on our kids, right? So we're not doing any good for them. Then they listen to us, you know, yell at them or anything. So we're not benefiting them in any ways, right? That is that argument that happens. I don't have kids, but like, you know, arguments with my mom happens when we're both overwhelmed. And then we just like take time for ourselves. These arguments wouldn't happen.
Right. Like instead of that, like let's run together or let's do this together or let's listen to the music, something like that. I know you have to be creative and you learn from the kids too and the whole situation. So I think over the time, the moms, they learn.
Definitely. What's one grounding ritual you do that makes a big difference in your day?
Yeah, that's a good question. And my morning routine helps me. So I wake up very early, 5:30 in the morning, and I do yoga, meditation, and a little bit of breathing exercises. And if I have a little extra time, then I go and walk. So that's my routine, like 365 days. So it does not change whether it's Saturday, whether it's Sunday, like, oh, it's Saturday, so sleep a little bit more because that keeps me going.
That's good. How do you balance everything with a busy schedule? Because you also work and have kids. For the moms that are also working.
And the kids, and the practice and all other activities. So, like I said, have your scheduled routine, whether it's on a spreadsheet or whether it's on your phone. Once you have that, it becomes like a training to your brain. So I always say that you train your brain. Once you train your brain, then it goes by, you know, that way, like this is my time for this is my time for, and then keep your calendar and alert so that way you can manage. I think my calendar and training my brain thing, it works.
Yeah, it probably took some time to get used to it.
It takes time.
Yeah, right.
It takes time. Yeah.
And then now you automatically wake up, you know when to eat, you know what to eat, when to eat, and everything because you trained your mind. That's great. I love that.
Right.
So that's our Mother's Day episode. Thank you so much for being here. I hope everyone has a great Mother's Day and definitely take care of yourself and practice some self care. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.